Welcome back. This is Virgin Radio. My name is Arthur. I'm the co-founder and the CEO of Lemonade Fashion, as well as the entrepreneur in residence of AUB's Innovation Park. Today we have a very special guest. It's one of my co-founders at the company. It's Mohamad Ali Baydoun. We actually call him Mo, or sometimes Momo. If we are mad at him, that's when we call him Mohamad. So whenever I call him Mohamad, it means, things are getting serious. On today's show, we're going to discuss a bit about, how do we build tech companies? What are the mistakes that are done along the way? What is the culture within the team? How do co-founders work together? Because I think me and Mo, we have such a cool dynamic, and we actually went a very long way. So it's going to be a very special show. Make sure to tune in. Download the Virgin Radio app so you can listen to this entire thing. I promise you it's going to be really fun. The reason why we're doing the show every single week is because with AUB, we strongly believe that entrepreneurship plays a huge role in the economy. Because entrepreneurs are actually making the country a better place, because we build a lot of jobs. Right? So you create a lot of jobs, but you're also creating solutions to problems that exist. And that is the whole concept of entrepreneurship. The bigger the problem, the bigger your solution. And then that can apply to different countries, to different scales, to different things. But it's not easy. It's a process of a lot of failures. You're going to make a lot of mistakes along the way. So our mission with AUB's Innovation Park is to actually give you the framework and to introduce you to a lot of founders, investors, CEOs, and people that have done this before, so that you can get inspired and follow in the same footsteps. So this show is brought to you by the Talal Al Madiha Zein AUB Innovation Park. We're going to see you after these songs. Make sure to tune in. We're going to be back. This is AUB's Innovation Park on Virgin Radio. My name is Arthur. I'm the co-founder and the CEO of Lemonade Fashion and the entrepreneur in residence of AUB's Innovation Park. Today's guest is Mohamad Ali Baydoun, or Mo, or Momo, who is the CTO, which is Chief Technical Officer of Lemonade Fashion and the co-founder of Lemonade Fashion. He was one of my first partners. And the cool thing is that Mo is also an AUB graduate. I'm also an AUB graduate. And Mo, you also worked for a while with AUB, so you were teaching the competitive programming. So I think we've been very involved with the AUB community, right?
Yeah, I was training students for competitive programming since 2021 for a year or two. I used to do competitive programming at AUB myself, so it was pretty natural. I used to train students while I was a student as well. And, my first year, I failed. I did horrible at competitive programming. It created this fire in me. And what I did is I trained for a year, and I won 3 national competitions.
That's amazing. So you actually have a lot of very cool things about you. And so Mo, by the way, started programming. He's a self-taught engineer. He was, I think, 11 years old, right, when you started. And he started off building games, and from there he ended up co-founding different companies. The last one was called Pre-Lemon. So when I went to him with Lemonade, it was meant to be, so from Pre-Lemon to Lemonade. Mo also worked with Google. He has a master's from Oxford. So yeah, it's really cool. So we're gonna have a lot of fun. So yeah, if you're listening to this, and I hope you are, make sure to tune in after these songs. Lara's gonna play us some, what are we playing?
I'm gonna do some Drake.
Okay, so we're going to do some Drake, and then we're going to be back. This is AUB's Innovation Park with Virgin Radio. We have with us Mohamad Ali Baydoun, the CTO and the co-founder of Lemonade Fashion. So Mo, tell us a bit about your experience. Like, how did you start in the whole field of development? What was your career like? What gets you excited?
Well, I actually started by accident. Okay, so I was just dabbling on my computer, and I discovered this program that lets me build games. So I started dabbling in it. That was when I was 12 years old.
What is a dabble? Like, how do you dabble?
Like, you just kind of open a bunch of files and you find something and you click on it by accident.
All right, so you use your fingers on the keyboard. Is that how you dabble?
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't know, things just escalated. I think that's the same story with how I founded Lemonade. I mean, this was supposed to be like a weekend project back in 2017. And here we are, 7 years later. So yeah, it's completely by accident.
Right, and you started when you were 11 years old, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and what gets you excited now? Like, why are you co-founding Lemonade? It's been a long journey, but what gets you excited?
I always like building things. I really love the fact that we're building something really cool in Lemonade. And for me, it's not just building technology. I'm also building a team. Like, I'm also building a team that allows me to, be like 10 people. Because, when you're programming alone, your capabilities are limited. You can't really do much, but when you have 10, 15 people that you can... that you can tell what to do. And sorry, I messed up.
No, that's fine. Just keep going.
When you have 10, 15 people working for you, and they're, you're all working on the same mission, it's like they're an extension of yourself. So your capabilities are multiplied and
You know,
amplified.
I think one of the cool things we should talk about today on the show is the concept of equity, right? Because people actually don't become wealthy because of salaries. People become wealthy in life because they have equity in things, right? Equity for in a startup, for example, is the asset of having shares. And the reason why I loved working with you to begin with, because Mo came in and he told me, hey, I don't care about money and I don't care about salary. I care about equity. Let's build this company together. And that is the right mindset to have as an entrepreneur. So we're actually going to discuss that after some Taylor Swift, and we're going to be back. This is AUB's Innovation Park with Virgin Radio. Mo, we were talking about the concept of equity before we took the rudely interrupted song break by Lara.
First of all, how about you reintroduce who Mo is for the random people that are in cars who just happen to hear Mo? Tell us who you have on the show.
I'm sorry, Lara, but I don't consider our listeners as random people. You might not respect them, but I think every single listener that we have matters, and they're not random. So if you're listening to this, you matter to us.
You should probably pay Arthur for this. This is an unpaid ad.
So Mo is my co-founder and the CTO at Lemonade Fashion. So Mo, we were talking a bit about the importance of equity and the fact that equity is what builds wealth. It's not salaries. And that's why you started with us. So what is your, why do you believe in it so much? Like, where do you see this going?
I mean, I have no idea, actually. When we started, this was just supposed to be a fashion commerce marketplace where we just sell clothes to people. And now suddenly we're a social commerce platform. So I have absolutely no idea where this is going, but I believe that wherever we're going in the right direction. Okay. I believe in us and what we're doing. It's more about the team. It's not about what we're building.
And we've actually had a lot of ups and downs as a team. Like at some point, like we're not, I don't like using the word family. I think we're more of a tribe, because a tribe is like a family, but you also have accountability. But like any other, tribe, you have ups and downs, and we've had a lot of fights. We've had a lot of loving moments, right? So co-founders really make a huge make it or break it difference. So we can a bit talk about the dynamic that we have in the team after these songs, and we're gonna listen to what's the song you wanted?
You Belong With Me.
You Belong With Me. That is gonna be the theme song of our partnership. We're back on Virgin Radio. My name is Arthur. I'm the co-founder and the CEO of Lemonade Fashion and the entrepreneur residence of AUB's Innovation Park. I have Mo with me, the co-founder and the CTO of Lemonade Fashion. So Mo, tell people a bit about our dynamic. Like, why are co-founders really, important?
I mean,
how big of a pain in your ass am I usually?
Oh, quite a bit. So you see, I consider Arthur my frenemy. See, we didn't start out as friends, actually. Me and Arthur didn't really know each other. We just kind of got introduced to each other by a mutual friend, and then it kind of grew into this weird dynamic where we're friends but also enemies. We fight a lot. He's a pain in my ass. I'm a pain in his ass.
He's a pain in my entire body.
Yeah, but I mean, over time we got closer. They say that it's way better to be friends through business than to create a business as friends. So I really, really love the dynamic that we have.
Yeah, when you're not a pain in my entire existence, it actually works. Yeah, and we have other co-founders as well. And I think the cool thing about the way we're building this, and this is what we try to tell all the other entrepreneurs around us, is find people that complement your skills so that you can actually build this together. So there are a lot of things that I don't understand, which Mo does really perfectly, because I don't really understand coding and so on, but I am learning the concept behind it with Mo, and Mo didn't really understand business at that point, but today he's really good at it, right? So we actually build this company together, and we keep on growing and evolving, and we've made so many mistakes. Like, I cannot even count the number of mistakes that we've made. I cannot count the number of times where I've actually closed my eyes and I've pictured myself physically with my hands murdering Mo. But at the end of the day, we've survived. I think this is supposed to be a lighter show. We don't condemn murder. We do condemn, so we don't approve of murder and violence on this show. So I've never really physically hurt Mo. I've just thought about it.
How about you just play some songs?
We're gonna play some songs by Lara. This is Virgin Radio with AUB's Innovation Park with the co-founders of Lemonade Fashion. So Mo, what is an advice that you have for our listeners who want to work with startups, or they even want to consider a career in coding or development?
Well, I think building a startup is really different from just coding. When you're building a startup, you shouldn't really get too attached to the stuff that you build. At Lemonade, I mean, we've built things and then we've completely thrown them in the trash, like within a few months, completely. So don't get attached to the stuff that you build early on. You're going to change it. You're going to change really, really often. And when you get feedback, don't take things too personal. You have to iterate as quickly as you can, and you have to just not get too attached to your code and to the product itself.
See, I love that Mo says that don't take things personal, but at one point he called me a male body part, which I'm not supposed to, repeat on air. But yeah, we've evolved ever since. So what is an advice that you have for people considering a career in coding?
You should start off as early as you can, and don't depend on university to teach you everything. You should do it yourself. You should actually go and pursue programming yourself if you really care about it.
Like experience it, like hands-on.
Yeah, like do not depend on your courses. They won't teach you anything.
This show is brought to you by AUB. I think we can end on that. This show is brought to you by AUB. I have to repeat it multiple times. So
I love AUB.
Because I feel like they're going to fire me after that sentence. This is Last Words by AUB's Innovation Park on Virgin Radio. Is that not what we're doing, Lara? Is this not Last Words time?
This is not the name of the segment, but yeah, okay.
All right, so we have Mo with us in the studio. Mo is the CTO and the co-founder of Lemonade Fashion. Mo, how do people connect with you? Or should they not connect with you?
What do you mean?
I mean, what, like LinkedIn, Instagram, on Lemonade. By the way, you guys can chat with Mo on Lemonade Fashion. For every person that texts Mo on Lemonade Fashion on the app, we will actually send them $100.
Sure.
I'm down.
I mean, you can talk to me on LinkedIn. You can talk to me on WhatsApp. Not gonna.
He's also on Tinder.
No, I'm not.
He's on Bumble.
No, Arthur's lying. I'm nowhere. I'm just on LinkedIn. I'm on Instagram.
Arthur, leave the people.
Well,
be.
he is single, ladies. So do reach out to Mo.
Okay.
Hey, he has a lot of equity in the company. What are my last words, Mo? No, I think. Okay, honestly, I know we've been talking a lot about how to build a startup, and Mo was talking a lot about educating yourself along the way, which is very important. I think self-education plays a huge role. And I think institutions like AUB play a very big role as well, because with AUB's Innovation Park, we have a program where we support startups. So we don't do this as a course. We actually work with you as if we're your mentors, advisors. We accelerate you. We give you access to resources. Lemonade has been part of these types of programs, and it's actually the reason why our company succeeded, because we got a lot of support, and through this support we were able to go global. We raised a lot of investment, and AUB's Innovation Park is doing an amazing job at that. Half of our companies have raised funds before even finishing the program. A lot of them, actually every single company we've backed now are global companies, and we support that. So if you have an idea and you want to succeed and you want to build it, connect with us, connect with AUB's Innovation Park. We're all over the place, and we will personally make sure that you become a success story. Mo is one of the mentors in the program as well, so you get access to him. He's one of the geniuses in the world of development. And yeah, that's it for me. Mo, what's your favorite song? Actually, we don't care. Lara, what's your favorite song?
Nothing comes to mind right now.
Okay, so Mo, what is, we come back to you. Now we care.
It's Part of Me by Katy Perry.
I like that. That's empowering.
Yeah, I always tell you Katy Perry.
You never tell me Part of Me by Katy Perry.
Because I give you choices, Lara. I believe that you can make the right decision.
I typically play Teenage Dream. I like that a lot.
Sure, let's play them back to back. Let it be back to back days. So we're going to play, what was it?
Part of Me by Katy Perry.
And then, what was the other one?
Teenage Dream.
Ooh la la, it's very exciting. We had another amazing show today on AUB's Innovation Park. My name's Arthur. I'm the co-founder and the CEO of Lemonade Fashion and the entrepreneur in residence of AUB's Innovation Park. Today we had Mohamad Ali Baydoun, Mo or Momo, on the show today, who is the CTO and the co-founder of Lemonade. We've gone a long way together, which has been an amazing journey. Now, special announcement at the moment is that we have the President's Innovation Challenge, which is open. That is a huge event that AUB does every single year, and you can win more than $30,000 actually in cash prizes. Those are the last 2 days where you can subscribe to it. So go to AUB, the AUB's website. It's aub.edu.lb IPark, and then there you can see all of the details around the President's Innovation Challenge, and then you can actually apply. We're all going to be there. You can meet a lot of mentors, a lot of companies, and you don't just win cash prizes, you also win a lot of exposure because we have a lot of media partners. It's overall a very cool thing, and a lot of very successful companies have won that challenge as the opening of their careers as startups. So make sure to do that. We're also going to be there. If you want to connect with me and you want to connect with the AUB team, we're all going to be at the AUB's President's Innovation Challenge. So yeah, make sure to be there. This show is brought to you by the Talal and Madiha Zein AUB Innovation Park. The reason why we do this every single week, week after week after week, is because we believe that every single one of you has what it takes to become a success story. You just need the right guidance and the right support, and that's our role here, right? So we're going to help you. We're going to make sure you have access to all of these things. Peace out.